I'm Sherry Stockton, and it's my honor today to get to say a few words about Coach Gail Crowe. I got to know Coach Wayne in middle school. She was my middle school coach, and then Coach Crowe in high school. And I'm so thankful to both of them and for teaching me the fundamentals of basketball. But truly, Coach Crowe taught me so much more than basketball, so much more that has helped me throughout my whole life.
Well, as I think about Coach Crowe and what I remember about her, I remember a lot of funny things we did in the locker room to aggravate her and cut up with her and things like that. And I think about also how well she kept us all the time with those salt pills and vitamin C pills. She was sure to keep us well throughout basketball season.
Hey, my name is Kim Cody Alexander, and Coach Crowe was my coach from 7th grade to 12th grade here at Raven County High School. I was very blessed. God places people, I believe, in our lives to make a difference. And in my life, Coach Wayne and Coach Crowe were placed to help me reach my dreams and to help me reach my calling of being a teacher. For me personally, and for so many other kids in Raven County, Coach Crowe touched our lives. She taught me discipline. She was a motivator. She was humble. She was tough. But the thing I loved the most about Coach Crowe was she didn't talk a good game, she lived the game. And that's how I learned, is by watching her live what she was teaching.
My name's Pat McKay Poss. I graduated in Raven County High School in 1978, and I played for Coach Crowe for 6 years. Started in 1972 and 73 when she was at South Raven Elementary when she first came to Raven County. Played for her in 6th grade, 7th grade, and then she was still at South Raven my 8th grade year, and then she moved to the high school my 9th grade year in 1975 and played for her the last 4 years of my high school. And she was an awesome person, awesome coach. She was tough, very tough, but she was very fair, and she was good to all of us girls. The group that started out at South Raven playing together, which was myself and about 3 or 4 other girls, played all the way through for her to high school till we graduated in 78.
I'm Reggie Ryder. Coach Crowe was my aunt. She was a big inspiration to me growing up, and she's one of the main reasons why I became a teacher and a coach. I can always remember her coaching me up. Even after she was done coaching, she came to every game I played that I could remember. And I could always hear her in the stands yelling, "Come on," always giving the refs a hard time. And she always expected a lot out of everybody that she coached and taught. She was always pushing everyone to be the best that they could be, no matter what.
Hi, I'm Gigi Backmore, and I was just asked to share some of what Coach Crowe meant to me. And Coach Crowe was a huge part of my life. She was a true gift from God to me because she was my basketball coach, my cross-country coach, my track coach, my weight training coach, and also like a mother to me. She had that rare and special gift as an encourager, and she knew just how to get the very best from you. Can't was not a word. You could and you would do, and she expected the very best from you. She would push you, and in cross country and in track, she would run along beside the fence line in track and say, "Run harder, run faster," and you did it.
I'm Riley Shaw, and I'm Meredith Talley. My first encounter with Coach Crowe was actually her teaching me how to swim. But my first real encounter that I remember was 4th grade. She was my travel basketball coach, and very intimidating. Very intense. Very intense in your face. Defense. But Meredith and I, also our really good friend Meredith Vinson, we had talked a little bit before this and just talked about all of our memories that we had with Coach Crowe.
And there are a lot.
Yes, definitely. To us, she was Crowbird, and she loved being called Crowbird.
So when I think about Coach Crowe and just her impact on the basketball team and just girls basketball in general, it wasn't Lady Cat basketball unless Coach Crowe was there.
That's right.
I mean, she was our trainer, but she was also our friend and our mentor. Oh man, did we butt heads. I have a very strong personality, and I mean, you know Coach Crowe, she did too. To know Coach Crowe was to know how much she cared about you and just how much basketball and you meant to her.
Gail Crowe. She lived large and she loved life. She lived 10 lifetimes in one, and everything she did was wide open. It didn't matter if she was riding mountain bikes, jet skis, horses, motorcycles, or if she was body surfing, skiing, sailing, or parasailing, or scuba diving. She lived large, and she took her friends with her. That's how I got to go. Gail Crowe loved people. She had the heart of a lion. She took me under her wing in 1990 following a tragedy, and she helped save my life. She started inviting me on these adventures, and what a ride we had. It was wonderful. If you had troubles, Gail Crowe was going to show up. She'd be at hospitals, at funerals, at your house. She'd take you to doctor's appointments. She'd meet parents down here on Saturday morning when they were worried about a Friday night injury with one of their students. She was service-minded. She taught first aid, swimming. She taught life-saving. She taught me that faces pale raise the tail. She worked in emergency rooms, and she was a coach and a trainer for countless thousands of students. She had a fearless sense of adventure. She was so proud of having skied the Matterhorn and having visited all 50 states. In fact, if Gail Crowe was here today, we'd probably be making arrangements to go into outer space, and I'd be right there with her. Gail Crowe was our Kardashian girly girl. If she was going someplace, she'd curl that hair, put in them pearls, put on that pink lipstick, and she was on the road. Gail Crowe was forgiven. Gail Crowe was my friend, and I'm gonna miss her. But I'm waiting to see her on the last, greatest adventure of all time. She's on my scout team.
She has meant so much to me in my life. In my adult life, she told me that I could call her Gail. Well, that is one thing that I've never been able to do and will never do. She is forever Coach Crowe to me and will always be very, very special and has a very special place in my heart.
She was so much more than a basketball coach. And I am so very thankful for all that she poured into my life and the lives of all the other girls that she has coached throughout the years.
I'm so thankful to the Lord that He placed Coach Gail Crowe in my path. And I just hope that we will all take the remembrance of Coach Crowe and all that she did for us and continue to invest in the lives of the children in Rabun County.
Truly loved her, and so sad to see her leave early like she did, but we just truly, she's a great asset for Rabun County High School for a lot of years.
I think back and I'm in awe of all the people she impacted in her life. What a true gift she had and what a true blessing she was to so many people. She protected us, she guided us through some of the toughest years. She truly cared and she was dedicated. Her life was dedicated to so many young people. And we are a lot of who we are today because of her guidance and her faithfulness. What a true blessing from God, and I will forever be grateful. I love you, Coach Crowe, and I love you, Coach Wayne, and I just thank you both from the bottom of my heart.
Gail Crowe, or Crowe as I've always called her, was a teacher, a coach, an athletic trainer, a swimming instructor, and someone who freely gave her time after school to teach boys and girls the ins and outs of basketball. But to me, Crowe was my friend. She was the one that I turned to for advice, whether it be about teaching, coaching, personally, or just to talk. Crowe was always up for an adventure, whether it was going sailing or skiing. Crowe was the one that loved midnight rides in the snow and deciding on the spur of the moment to take a trip. One time, and of course it was at Crowe's suggestion, we left at midnight and just hoped to make it to Fort Knox, Kentucky by 9 o'clock the next morning to attend a basic training graduation ceremony. And I guess you can guess what happened. We made it. Crowe certainly brought adventure and excitement to everyone she came in contact with. I know she did for me. I am honored to have called Gail Crowe my friend.